5 years ago, I got into Black history, our history, and it ignited something in me that like it changed my life completely. Like, sorry, I need to.
Oh, sorry. First of all, make some noise for this brother.
Yeah, my name is Wesley Campbell. So, yeah, Black history. We talk about Black history and we get hung up on slavery, I believe. Like, you know, it was a really bad time for us and we almost had a memory wipe. But we forget about the great times that we had before that, the empires that we built before that. And some people might be shocked at that, like empires. Like, did we know that from 711 till 1492, we ran Spain, Portugal, all of the Mediterranean. We were kings of empires, yeah? Like, we don't know this history. This history's been wiped out. Sorry to say, it's almost been whitewashed, as some would say. You know, and we need to get back to our history because once we learn knowledge of self, it does something amazing inside. You can't even begin to understand, like, and no one can tell any one of you the truth. The truth can't be told. You've got to sit down for yourself, stop looking at the internet, stop watching the TV, and start picking up some books and realizing who we are and what we are. Kings and queens, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's science, it's nature, you can't argue with that. So, you know, going back to like Spain and Al-Andalus, as we called it back then, like medieval times, like these countries were going through bad times, like, you know, there was diseases everywhere, there was, you know, bad living, bad health, kind of like now, yeah? Yeah, so the Northern Africans, they moved into like the Mediterranean, like, and brought up the science, the maths, the arts, literature, music, all these things that, like, if I'd have known this at school, the mad things, it's got a mind block, because you look to lawyers and, you know, people with high up jobs, and you think, I don't identify with that at all. It's got nothing to do with me. So, you know, you go off on the roadman thing and you do what you're doing and this, that, and the other, and we all know that's over. You know, the roadman thing's over. So when I realised that we were great people once upon a time, it did something in me, and you know, I can't be that person that I was no more. Once you know the truth, you can't go back to being who you are. And that's a scary thing for people, because, you know, we hung up on a lot of things that they're not for us. You know, we say Black Lives Matter, but the Black Lives Matter when we're shooting each other. Like, you know, how does that make sense? Also, this is the next deep one. We say Black Lives Matter, but the Black Lives Matter when the biggest killer is diet. You know, we're killing ourselves from diet. And, you know, that might not sit right with some of you. And I understand that. I understand it doesn't sit right. But we need to get back to natural ways. And people say this is a poor versus black versus white, this is a good versus evil. It's not. It's just the nature versus unnatural. And we need to get back to being natural again. You know, that's what And the information's out there. We're living in an information age. Like, back in the day, older generations, they couldn't tap on Google and find out this, that, or the other. The information wasn't readily there, but we're living in frightening and exciting times at the same time, and it's up to us what we want it to be. You know, we know the elitists are doing their thing and this, that, or the other, and scaremongering, but that's because they're scared. They're scared of us, this unity, the people coming together and saying, we've had enough. Like, we know what you're doing, and we've had enough, we're not having it no more. So, I was going to go into a whole next thing, but I'm not going to go into that today, because it's just nice to see everybody coming together for a good cause, for every single one of it. We need to start, when you see a brother on the street, not on a bad mind thing, on, you know, look at my man, this, that, and the other. We need to start smiling and just, yeah, what you're saying. That's how it starts. We start breaking down the barriers, slowly but surely, because we can do it. It's up to us, it's in us, and that's all we've got to do. So I'm going to leave it at that anyway. So also, I'm a music man, and I do real music. So check out Castro Bay if you want to see any real music. I make real music, but that's another whole thing when we're talking about the N-word this and the N-word that. And I can be Black Lives Matter 1 minute and then saying this, that, and but I've gone over that anyway. So a big thank you to everybody, yeah? Black Lives Matter. Thank you to the organisers.